Have you ever felt that sinking feeling deep in your chest? The whisper that tells you you're not good enough. It's there when you face a big decision, when you walk into a room full of strangers, or even when you lie awake at night, wondering if you'll ever truly achieve your dreams. That whisper, that shadow, that persistent voice is self-doubt. And trust me, you're not alone in hearing it. Every single person, no matter how successful or confident they appear, battles this inner voice at some point in their lives. But what if I told you, right here and right now, that the very doubt you hate and fear could become your greatest source of strength? What if I revealed a secret so powerful, so transformative, it could reshape your entire life? Today we're going to uncover how to transform your deepest self-doubt into unshakable self-belief. We're going to master the shadow within and harness it into a force that propels you forward, fearlessly, decisively, unstoppably. Think about it. Every great achiever, every legendary figure in history has faced moments of doubt. Michael Jordan was once cut from his high school basketball team and doubted if he'd ever make it as an athlete. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television, that she lacked what it took to succeed. Even Steve Jobs doubted himself when he was fired from the very company he built from scratch. Yet, each of these individuals turned their self-doubt, their darkest fears, into fuel for unmatched greatness. You see, your shadow, the darkest, most hidden aspects of your being, isn't there to defeat you. It's there to teach you. It's there to challenge you. It's there to forge your strength. It's not about avoiding your shadow or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about mastering it. This is what we call shadow mastery, embracing and harnessing your deepest fears and doubts to create the life you dream of living. Today, throughout this powerful journey, we'll go step by step. You'll learn exactly how to shift your perspective from feeling controlled by your doubts to using them as stepping stones toward unprecedented growth. You will understand the strategies to identify your doubts, dissect them, and finally dismantle them piece by piece, rebuilding from the rubble a foundation of undeniable self-belief. But before we dive into those transformative strategies, let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop hiding from your shadow and start standing tall in your own light? Are you prepared to face your insecurities head-on and turn them into your greatest allies? If your answer is yes, and I sincerely hope it is, then buckle up, because what you're about to learn can genuinely transform your entire existence. Your self-doubt ends here. Your self-belief starts now. Let's begin this journey of transformation, because the life you've always dreamed of awaits you on the other side of fear. Before you can master anything, you must first understand it. So, let's confront our shadow directly. What exactly is this shadow I keep talking about? Your shadow is every doubt, every insecurity, every negative self-belief that hides beneath your conscious mind, whispering in the dark. It's that voice that mocks your ambitions, belittles your achievements, and magnifies your mistakes. It's the silent saboteur within you, quiet, powerful, and persistent. Yet, as intimidating as it might seem, your shadow is nothing but a reflection of unaddressed emotions and beliefs rooted deeply within you. The mistake most people make is trying to outrun their shadow, ignoring it, burying it, or worse, denying it altogether. But when you run, it chases you. When you hide, it hunts you. When you deny, it grows stronger. Your shadow thrives in secrecy. It becomes potent in your avoidance. To defeat it, you must first shine the brightest possible light upon it. You must bring your self-doubt into the open, acknowledge it fully, and see it for what it truly is. Let me tell you about Alex, a talented young musician I once knew. Alex had incredible potential. His voice could captivate audiences. His songs could touch souls. But beneath his talent, Alex wrestled endlessly with self-doubt. Every applause sounded hollow. Every compliment felt insincere. The louder the external praise, the deeper the internal whispers of inadequacy. Alex spent years running from his shadow, trying to drown it in distractions, achievements, or even substances, anything to silence that painful voice. It wasn't until Alex finally faced his shadow head-on, acknowledging his fears, openly admitting his insecurities, that something profound changed. He realized his doubt stemmed from a childhood filled with constant criticism. Each "you're not good enough" had taken root in his psyche. The moment he clearly identified the origins of his shadow, Alex was no longer at its mercy. Suddenly, he could dissect those painful memories and see them for what they were: outdated narratives that no longer served him. The lesson Alex learned, and the lesson you too must learn, is that acknowledging your shadow doesn't weaken you, it empowers you. Facing your deepest doubts and insecurities is not a surrender, it's liberation. It's your first step toward true freedom. Recognizing your shadow means understanding its source, often from past pain, criticisms, or failures. Once understood, it loses its power to control you. Now imagine yourself in Alex's shoes. Think carefully about your self-doubt. Where did it come from? What moments, what words, what experiences shaped your beliefs about yourself? Was it rejection? Was it failure? Was it the critical voice of someone you trusted? Identify these moments clearly, vividly. Confronting these painful truths is uncomfortable, even painful. But remember, it's temporary pain, leading to permanent strength. Right now, commit to no longer run from your shadow. Decide that today is the last day your doubt controls you. From the shadows, shine the light of awareness on every hidden fear, insecurity, or doubt. Bring them out into the open, clearly defined, because the moment you acknowledge them fully, they begin losing their grip on you. Understanding your shadow is the beginning of mastering it. Understanding your shadow is the beginning of mastering it. Are you ready to look your doubts directly in the eyes, unafraid? Good, because now it's time to take the next crucial step, transforming these doubts into powerful, unwavering self-belief. Now that you've bravely faced your shadow and clearly seen the origins of your self-doubt, the next crucial step is learning how to reframe those doubts into powerful, empowering beliefs. This step is essential because your beliefs about yourself shape your entire life. They control your actions, determine your results, and ultimately define who you become. But how exactly do you reframe your doubts? How do you transform statements like, "I'm not talented enough," or "I always fail," into something that strengthens you instead of weakening you? Here's the powerful truth. The words you speak to yourself shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself you're inadequate, guess what? You will begin to act in ways that confirm that narrative. But the opposite is equally true. When you deliberately choose new, empowering beliefs, your actions naturally align to validate those beliefs. Let me give you a vivid example from the real world. Sarah, a young entrepreneur who was repeatedly told she lacked the experience and skills needed to build her own business. For years, Sarah accepted those beliefs. Her internal dialogue was consistently negative, telling herself things like, "I'm not smart enough, nobody will take me seriously, and I'm destined to fail." Naturally, these thoughts kept her paralyzed, stuck in a cycle of procrastination and missed opportunities. But then Sarah discovered the power of reframing. Instead of trying to deny her self-doubt outright, she reframed it. when her shadow whispered, "You don't have enough experience," Sarah replied, "My willingness to learn gives me an advantage." When it said, "You'll probably fail," she responded, "Every failure is teaching me exactly what I need to succeed." Sarah's transformation was astonishing. The moment she began reframing her negative beliefs into empowering statements, her behavior shifted drastically. She started taking bold, decisive actions. She reached out to mentors, studied successful entrepreneurs, and launched her first business venture confidently. Today, Sarah runs a thriving company, one she built by mastering the art of turning self-doubt into fuel for unstoppable confidence. Just like Sarah, you hold immense power in the language you choose when talking to yourself. Here's how you can start reframing your doubts immediately. First, clearly identify your recurring negative thoughts. Write them down. For example, "I'm not good enough. I always fail. I'll never achieve my goals." Next, consciously rephrase these into powerful, actionable beliefs. Transform them into affirmations of strength. "Every challenge I face makes me stronger. Each failure brings me closer to success. I have all the power I need to achieve my dreams." Repeat these reframed beliefs daily, especially when your shadow surfaces. At first, it might feel unnatural. Your shadow will resist. It will fight to maintain control. But the more you repeat these new beliefs, the more deeply they embed themselves in your subconscious mind. Gradually, your thoughts, emotions, and actions will naturally align to these new, empowering truths. Understand this clearly. Your doubts are simply old stories you've told yourself so many times you believe they're true. But stories can be rewritten, narratives can be transformed, and you hold the pen. Right now, choose to write a new story. A story of unwavering self-belief, unstoppable confidence, and inevitable success. Your shadow is no longer your enemy. It's your greatest ally. Embrace it, reframe it, harness it, and watch yourself transform into the person you've always known you could become. You faced your shadow, understood its roots, and started reframing your doubts into powerful beliefs. Now it's time to turn theory into practice, belief into reality. The next critical step in your journey is to build genuine, lasting self-belief by accumulating small, undeniable victories. Self-belief isn't something you gain overnight. It's built step by step, brick by brick, through consistent action and real, measurable progress. Each small victory serves as proof to yourself that your new beliefs aren't just motivational mantras, but undeniable truths. Every tiny success weakens your doubts and strengthens your conviction. Think of self-belief as a muscle. You wouldn't walk into a gym and immediately lift the heaviest weight. You'd start small, gradually increasing the weight as your strength grows. Similarly, you must build your self-belief through manageable, achievable challenges. Each small achievement acts as a powerful confirmation that you can and will overcome your doubts. Let me illustrate this clearly with the story of James, who struggled deeply with public speaking. He felt crippled by anxiety every time he faced an audience, convinced he was destined to fail. James had repeatedly avoided situations requiring public speaking, reinforcing his negative belief that he simply wasn't capable. Then, James learned the power of small victories. Instead of immediately attempting a large-scale presentation, he started small, very small. First, he practiced speaking in front of a mirror. When comfortable, he spoke in front of a close friend, then a small group of family members. Each successful step, no matter how minor it seemed, built his confidence incrementally. Slowly but surely, James moved on to speaking in front of small groups, then larger audiences, each victory reinforcing his belief in his capability. Within months, James went from fearing public speaking to confidently delivering presentations at work. Each small success chipped away at his self-doubt, transforming it into powerful, unwavering self-belief. Your path to self-belief works exactly the same way. Here's how you can apply this immediately to your life. Start by setting micro goals, very small, achievable objectives related directly to your biggest doubts. If you doubt your ability to succeed professionally, choose one small professional skill to improve this week. If your doubt centers on relationships, set one small goal, like initiating a conversation with someone new or expressing appreciation clearly to a friend. Each completed micro goal, no matter how minor, sends a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I can do this. Next, track your small victories meticulously. Keep a journal. Write down every success, every completed goal, every time you pushed past doubt and achieved something, even if it feels trivial. Over time, your journal becomes irrefutable evidence that your doubts are not reality. They are simply outdated narratives waiting to be rewritten. Finally, celebrate your victories, no matter how small they seem. Celebrate openly, confidently, and genuinely. Celebration reinforces positive emotions linked to achievement, further cementing your self-belief. Each time you celebrate, you remind your mind that overcoming self-doubt is not only possible, it feels incredible. Remember clearly, every great accomplishment you've ever admired was built through countless smaller victories. Self-belief isn't magic, it's methodical, it's practical, it's a process anyone can master. Your doubts won't vanish instantly, but step by step, victory by victory, you'll build something far stronger, a foundation of self-belief that can never be shaken. Today, choose your first small step, your first victory, because every journey of transformation begins exactly here, one small powerful step forward. As you begin mastering your shadow and building true self-belief, you'll inevitably face external forces attempting to pull you back into self-doubt. These forces often appear harmless, even familiar, but make no mistake, toxic influences, whether they're negative people, harmful environments, or destructive habits, pose a significant threat to your newfound confidence. Protecting your self-belief requires recognizing and eliminating these toxic influences decisively. Imagine your self-belief as a carefully nurtured garden. You've worked hard, planting seeds of confidence, watering them daily with action, sunlight, and positivity. But a garden left unguarded will inevitably be invaded by weeds, choking out all the progress you've painstakingly made. Toxic influences are those weeds. They steal your energy, drain your motivation, and eventually undermine your growth if not swiftly removed. Let me share the story of Emma, whose self-belief was repeatedly sabotaged by toxic influences. Emma was determined, ambitious, and talented, but her environment, friends who mocked her dreams, family members who doubted her capabilities, made it nearly impossible to maintain confidence. Every new project she pursued was met with cynicism, skepticism, or outright negativity. Emma reached a turning point when she realized the depth of her sabotage. She understood clearly that if she wanted lasting self-belief, she had to distance herself from those who eroded it. She set boundaries, spent less time around negativity, and consciously surrounded herself with people who uplifted her, who believed in her goals and ambitions. Within weeks, Emma felt a dramatic shift. Her doubts faded, replaced by a sense of clarity and strength. Freed from constant negativity, she thrived like never before, turning her goals into reality. Your journey is no different from Emma's. Right now, ask yourself honestly, what toxic influences currently threaten your self-belief? Who in your life consistently drains your energy, criticizes your goals, or reinforces your deepest doubts? Is it friends who subtly discourage you? Is it family members who never acknowledge your potential? Or is it the environments or habits you've become accustomed to? Environments filled with negativity, gossip, and cynicism. Once you clearly identify these toxic influences, your next step is decisive action. Create clear boundaries to limit exposure. Communicate openly with those who negatively impact your self-belief. Explain how their attitudes affect your growth. If communication fails, distance yourself unapologetically. Protect your mindset as fiercely as you would defend something precious, because it truly is. At the same time, seek out environments and individuals who inspire and uplift you. Surround yourself with mentors, friends, or communities who share your passion, enthusiasm, and ambition. Remember clearly, the people you spend the most time with shape your beliefs more than any other factor. Choose your circle wisely. Finally, eliminate personal habits and behaviors that sabotage your self-belief. Excessive social media comparison, negative self-talk, procrastination. These are weeds in your garden. Remove them intentionally and consistently. Replace destructive habits with empowering ones. Reading, exercising, journaling, or any activity that reinforces your confidence and clarity. Protecting your self-belief isn't selfish, it's essential. Your dreams depend on it. Your potential demands it. Every great achiever faced resistance, negativity, and doubt from external sources. What separated them from the rest was their unwavering commitment to safeguarding their inner world. They understood that protecting their self-belief was non-negotiable. Today, declare fiercely and proudly, no longer will you tolerate influences that undermine your confidence. No longer will you allow toxic people or habits to poison your growth. Today, reclaim your power, protect your belief, and watch as your life transforms into the vision you've always dreamed of. By now, you've learned how to face your shadow, transform doubt into power, accumulate small victories, and protect your newfound confidence. The next step is to visualize clearly and vividly the life that awaits you when self-doubt no longer holds you captive. Visualization isn't just wishful thinking. It's a powerful, scientifically proven tool that turns self-belief into reality. Consider visualization as your mind's rehearsal of future success. Olympic athletes do this before competitions, visualizing every step, every detail of their victory. Top entrepreneurs, musicians, and visionaries all use visualization consistently because they understand one critical truth: what your mind vividly imagines, your life inevitably becomes. Think of your mind as an architect. Before building anything in reality, you must first create it clearly in your imagination. If the blueprint is vague, the building won't stand. But if your vision is precise, detailed, and vibrant, reality naturally follows. This principle is universal, and it applies directly to your journey of mastering self-belief. Let me share the story of Daniel, who completely transformed his life through visualization. Daniel struggled deeply with self-doubt. Raised in poverty, he believed success was reserved for others, not for him. Every ambition felt impossible, every dream unrealistic. Then Daniel discovered visualization and decided to give it a sincere try. He began spending 10 minutes every morning vividly picturing his ideal life, running a successful business, owning a comfortable home, speaking confidently to crowds, and feeling deeply fulfilled. Initially, Daniel's visualizations felt forced, even awkward. His shadow whispered constantly, mocking his efforts. "This is ridiculous. You're fooling yourself." But Daniel persisted. Day after day, he practiced visualization. Gradually, something remarkable happened. His subconscious mind began accepting this new reality. Daniel started acting differently, taking bold actions aligned with his visualized future. Opportunities emerged as if by magic. Connections appeared naturally, and soon his imagined life started becoming real. Today, Daniel owns that business, speaks publicly with ease, and lives the exact life he once only imagined. Your future, too, depends on how clearly you visualize it today. So right now, let's practice this powerful skill together. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and imagine clearly. Who will you become when doubt no longer restrains you? How does your life change when confidence guides your decisions? Picture your ideal self vividly, confident, courageous, successful, fulfilled. Feel the emotions deeply. Imagine specific moments, accepting awards, feeling loved, achieving goals, or overcoming challenges effortlessly. See this future version of yourself clearly. Hear your own voice, confidently speaking your truth. Feel your heart beating with certainty. Immerse yourself fully in this powerful moment. Each time you visualize, you strengthen neural pathways in your brain, reinforcing your self-belief until your subconscious accepts this vision as reality. Commit to daily visualization. Schedule just a few minutes each day, morning or night, to clearly see your future life. This simple habit has profound effects. It keeps your mind focused, your doubts quiet, and your motivation fueled by tangible possibility. Visualization bridges the gap between self-doubt and self-belief, between dreams and reality. Understand clearly, your future is never created by accident. It's deliberately designed, consciously envisioned, and purposefully brought into existence through repeated action and visualization. So today, right now, decide clearly what your future holds. Picture vividly the person you're becoming, because once you see it clearly, you're already halfway there. Your mind shapes your future. Your belief creates your reality. Begin visualizing now and watch your deepest dreams become your undeniable truth. Visualization, reframing your doubts, and celebrating small victories are essential steps, but they remain incomplete unless followed by decisive, bold action. Nothing solidifies self-belief more powerfully than courageous, purposeful steps toward your goals. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality, between potential and achievement, between self-doubt and unshakable confidence. Think clearly about this. Every extraordinary accomplishment you've ever admired, from successful entrepreneurs to legendary artists, began as a simple decision, a decision to act despite doubt. Bold action isn't fearless, it's courageous action in the face of fear. Your self-belief fully blossoms only when you consistently step into discomfort and take meaningful risks. Let me introduce you to Lisa, who learned firsthand the transformative power of bold action. Lisa always dreamed of becoming a writer. She filled notebooks with ideas and stories, but they remained hidden away, unpublished, unread, because of self-doubt. Her shadow whispered that she wasn't talented enough, that no one would ever read her words, let alone publish them. For years, Lisa lived with this quiet regret, her dreams locked away in drawers. One day, however, she reached a breaking point, realizing her life wouldn't change without action. Lisa boldly submitted her work to several publications. She faced rejection after rejection, each one initially stinging, yet each rejection also became proof that she had taken real, tangible action towards her dream. Finally, after months of persistence, Lisa received an acceptance letter. That one bold decision to act, despite uncertainty and fear, changed everything. Her stories found an audience, her confidence soared, and today, Lisa is a published author, living the life she once only dreamed of, all because she decided to act boldly, even while afraid. Your journey mirrors Lisa's exactly. Your future depends on your willingness to move decisively from thought to action. Bold action requires only two things from you: clarity about what you want and courage to take the first step, no matter how uncomfortable. Right now, identify the one step you've been avoiding out of fear. Perhaps it's launching your business, applying for a promotion, asking someone out, joining a community, or simply speaking your truth openly. Whatever it is, acknowledge it clearly. Now, commit firmly to taking that step within the next 24 hours. Bold action means no hesitation, no excuses, and no more delays. Understand this clearly. Every delay, every moment you wait, only strengthens self-doubt. Every immediate, courageous action weakens doubt and builds your self-belief. When you take bold action, one of two things happens. Either you achieve immediate success, or you gain valuable experience. Both outcomes propel you forward. There is no true failure when you act boldly, only feedback and growth. Every bold step becomes evidence for your subconscious mind, proving you're capable, courageous, and deserving of success. But bold action isn't a one-time event. It must become your daily practice. Each day, challenge yourself to step slightly outside your comfort zone. Each day, do one small thing that scares you. Each day, prove your shadow wrong. Over time, this repeated action reshapes your identity, transforming you from someone controlled by doubt into someone who thrives in uncertainty, confident and unstoppable. Decide clearly, right now, that your life will be defined not by your fears, but by your courage. Commit fully to a life of bold, purposeful action. Let every choice you make be guided by the question, what action would I take if I fully believed in myself? Your self-belief will grow exponentially with every action you take. Today, begin writing your new reality, not with thoughts alone, but with decisive, courageous steps forward. Today, let your actions speak louder than your doubts, louder than your fears. Today, become unstoppable. On your journey toward unshakable self-belief, setbacks and obstacles aren't just possible, they're inevitable. At some point, despite your strongest efforts, you'll encounter resistance, disappointment, and moments of doubt. But here's the powerful truth. You must clearly understand. These setbacks are not roadblocks meant to stop you. They're stepping stones designed to elevate you to a higher level. The critical difference between those who achieve lasting self-belief and those who remain trapped in doubt isn't talent or luck. It's how they handle setbacks. Every great success story is punctuated by moments of failure, doubt, and difficulty. The difference lies in the choice they made to see obstacles not as barriers, but as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Take the story of Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors. Edison experienced more setbacks than most could endure. Thousands of failed experiments in pursuit of inventing the electric light bulb. With every failure, his shadow likely whispered, "You're wasting your time. This will never work," or "Give up." But Edison chose a different perspective. Instead of interpreting each failed attempt as proof of inadequacy, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison viewed every obstacle as essential progress, each setback bringing him closer to success, and he was right. Eventually, Edison's persistent belief and refusal to see failure as final led to one of history's most significant inventions, changing the world forever. Your life is no different. Right now, decide clearly how you'll handle setbacks from this day forward. Will you let them define you, allowing doubts and disappointments to derail your progress, or will you embrace them, extracting wisdom and strength from every challenge, turning obstacles into opportunities for extraordinary growth? Here's exactly how you can start embracing setbacks effectively. First, when you encounter a setback, pause immediately. Avoid emotional reactions or negative self-talk. Instead, calmly ask yourself 3 critical questions. What can this situation teach me? How can I grow stronger from this? What opportunity does this setback reveal? Answering these questions honestly and thoughtfully transforms your perception instantly. Instead of feeling defeated, you become empowered. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, you begin clearly seeing pathways forward. Next, commit to action immediately following every setback. Action, even small action, prevents paralysis. If you failed a presentation, practice immediately afterward. If you were rejected, immediately reflect on improvements. Immediate action communicates clearly to your subconscious mind. Setbacks are temporary, not permanent. They are lessons, not verdicts. Finally, cultivate relentless optimism. Optimism isn't naive positivity. It's a strategic decision to focus on potential instead of limitations. Optimism is seeing clearly the opportunities hidden within challenges, understanding deeply that setbacks are necessary for growth. With optimism, you turn pain into progress, failure into fuel. Remember clearly this vital truth: setbacks are temporary. They do not define your worth, potential, or future. Each setback you encounter is a stepping stone, propelling you higher, sharpening your skills, and strengthening your character. Today, embrace setbacks confidently. Recognize them as powerful opportunities in disguise. Each obstacle conquered, each failure overcome becomes evidence, undeniable proof that you possess unwavering self-belief. Your setbacks won't stop you. They'll elevate you. They won't weaken you. They'll make you stronger. Welcome them, learn from them, rise above them, and watch your self-belief soar higher than you ever imagined possible. We've reached the final step on this powerful journey. You've faced your shadows, transformed doubts into strength, celebrated victories, protected your mindset, visualized success, taken bold actions, and learned to embrace setbacks as stepping stones. Now the time has come to fully integrate unwavering self-belief into your core identity. Self-belief is no longer something you chase. It is who you are. It's your deepest truth, your unshakable identity. It is not conditional upon success, external validation, or perfect circumstances. Self-belief is a decision, a commitment, a conscious choice you make every single day. From this moment onward, you're no longer defined by your doubts or fears. You're defined by your courage, your persistence, your relentless commitment to growth. Every challenge strengthens your belief. Every setback sharpens your determination. Every action you take is evidence, proof that you are unstoppable. Remember clearly, the goal of this journey wasn't simply overcoming doubt, but becoming someone who thrives in the presence of uncertainty. Self-belief doesn't promise an easy path. It guarantees that you'll be strong enough to handle whatever life throws your way. Imagine yourself clearly, years from now, living fully in alignment with this new identity. You wake up every morning, energized by purpose, clarity, and confidence. You take decisive actions effortlessly. Doubts may whisper occasionally, but they no longer control you. Instead, they remind you of how far you've come. how strong you've become. You speak your truth boldly, pursue dreams courageously, and inspire everyone around you with your unwavering conviction. You handle obstacles with grace and setbacks with wisdom. People look to you not because you're fearless, but because you've learned to act despite fear. Your self-belief becomes a beacon, illuminating possibilities, not just for you, but for everyone fortunate enough to witness your journey. Now, as we close this chapter, promise yourself clearly, you will never again doubt your worth or underestimate your power. Your shadows will never again define your story. Instead, you'll define your story, one built upon unwavering self-belief, courageous action, relentless optimism, and boundless growth. This isn't the end, it's your beginning. Your new life, your authentic identity of confidence and strength, starts right now. From today forward, repeat these powerful truths to yourself daily. I am capable, I am courageous, I am unstoppable. My doubts do not define me, they strengthen me. Every obstacle I face brings me closer to my greatest potential. I fully believe in myself and my power to achieve anything. Internalize these truths. Live them every single day. Allow your self-belief to guide your actions, shape your decisions, and transform your reality. Thank you for taking this journey. Now step confidently into the future you've imagined. Trust yourself. Believe deeply in your power, your potential, your greatness. Today, right now, declare boldly and clearly, this is who I am. Unshakably confident, relentlessly courageous, undeniably powerful. My self-belief is unwavering, and nothing will ever hold me back again. Your new identity starts now. Embrace it, embody it, and watch your entire world change.